Today I'm going to present the app Office Sway, which is a Microsoft product. First, you would need to log in, and so you go to the sign in button up here, and if you already have an account, then you would go ahead and type in your email address. If you do not have an account, you would sign up for free, and you would create your account here. And then once you have an account, then you can start creating your Sway. So this is a product that can be used on the web. If you have the Windows 10, you can actually download it as an app on your computer, or if you have iProducts, you can download it in the App Store. You can also follow Sway on Facebook, Twitter, and blog, so they do try to have a social media presence for ways that people can share ideas. One of the really great things I think about this is these tutorials. So if you click on tutorials, it'll take you to YouTube, their YouTube channel, and you can see a variety of tutorials. And it says, what is Sway? And they go through and tell you all about it. And they've got several different ones down here. You don't want to hear Britt talking. But anyway, you can how to build a presentation and things of that nature. So there's quite a few tutorials that you can look at as you are creating your Sways. So there are many ways, as I was looking through the site, there are many ways that I, as a librarian, would use Sway in the library. And I'm going to show you a few of these as I go through this website. So first of all, I would use this with a classroom teacher. As you see here, they've got reports, presentations, newsletters, personal stories. And I was looking at some of these concepts here and thinking, as a classroom teacher myself, how would I use this and how would I want to partner with the librarian? And students could create reports for any of the content areas. They could create presentations on anything within their content areas. The personal stories I really liked because as a librarian I could present that to all the different content areas, because in history they could pick a person that they're going to do a biography on, or in science they might pick a scientist. Of course, with your English language arts, they could, do character sketches for fictional characters, or even if they're reading biographies. Another thing that I thought would be great was a newsletter. So the librarian can create their newsletter for ways to easily and creatively communicate library programs that they have. I also thought this would be a great way for librarians to create tutorials for use with some of the school-approved apps. For example, if you were going to work with this particular program with a teacher, they have tutorials, but you can personalize it and create your own for each class even. And that way you could kind of talk about how to use the program, so that way the kids can watch this, pick it up, and then actually use the program. Oftentimes when librarians are teaching with classes and they're using some sort of technology and students are not familiar with the academic apps and programs like Noodle Tools and other things, and so it takes a lot of time, a lot of classroom time, just to teach the kids how to use the app or the website, because they often use their limited social media apps or video game apps, so they're not used to signing into all these different programs and using these different programs. So I think the tutorials that the librarian could create specifically for the project or specifically for the teacher would really help the teachers and students cut down on the learning time of how to actually use this product. When presenting to staff and admin, Sway has a lot of examples. So if you scroll down here towards the bottom, you can see there are featured Sways. So you can use these to present to your staff and admin, because these are already completed presentations. And so that way librarians can share the full potential of the presentations with their staff. If you scroll across, for example, if you wanted to show a student presentation, this is a student project. And with this one, the student wants you to use the buttons below. For some of these you can scroll through, but this one does not allow you to scroll through, so you'd have to actually click the button here, down here in this corner. And so as you can see, this is a student's project, 7th grader, as it said on the title slide, and went through and made a project about a red panda. This disruptive trends in the education industry, I thought this was a great way that you could share with admins so that they could share testing or other data that they need to with their, so I'm scrolling down on my mouse, and so Rise of the Rockstar Teacher. So you can go down and you can see how they can add video if they're trying to do presentations for their staff about data or other sorts of things they might want to share. This one called Bloom was interesting, and I thought this would be a great one to share with the music department. So like students can create lyrics and songs or videos. So this one goes side to side, and actually when you scroll down with your mouse, it actually goes across from side to side. So I thought this was an interesting way, and they can embed video, pictures. Rainier 2014. I thought this was a really cool one to show for your English language arts teachers, because here you can show like storytelling. Again, this is another one. If I scroll up or down, I can go back and forth. But this was a vacation, but you could use this to maybe have kids write a story. They can share pictures. They can use characterization. They can show the setting. Trash is life and death for bears. This would be a great one to share with your science department, especially if students are doing like environmental science service projects. Again, if I scroll down on this one's going to go down. And so again, you can see the videos, how they can pop up. So this would be a great one to share with environmental science teachers or any kind of science teachers, but they could do service projects this way. So why use Sway instead of Google Slides or PowerPoint? Everybody's used to Google Slides and/or Microsoft PowerPoint. So why use this? Well, it says that it's very easy to complete from start to finish. You've got interactive content with this program. You can see suggested search results based on your content. So as you're putting stuff in, it helps you to search so that you don't have to go through and juggle all the different apps and web pages. And then, of course, they've got some really great designs. And then the one thing I really liked about it is that it's very easy to access. With PowerPoint, you have to save it to a drive, or with Google Slides, some districts don't allow sharing outside of the network. With this one here, you just share a link and send it. And then students also do not have to sign in to view it. So now they would if they wanted to create it, but just to view it, they would not need to sign in. I thought it was a very dynamic presentation style. I liked how you could go side to side, or you could scroll up and down. And then, with the addition of all the different pictures and videos and audio, along with the text, I thought this was a really interesting and new way to share presentations with students and teachers and the admin staff. I think everybody would enjoy using this one. So I hope you find it useful, and I hope you can try to easily get started with it and enjoy Sway. So don't delay. Sway today.